Alright, can you guys hear me? 3, 2, 1. Hello everyone, and hello gamers, it's your good pal and good friend Lunar, and welcome to another live stream of the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Subathon number 5, part 10. As I continue progressing through the Kingdom of Hyrule, take down some enemies, some treasure, and other stuff. But today, we are going to go through Zora's domain. We gotta talk to the king, and then we'll potentially take on our first Lionel, and then eventually the first Divine Beast, Valruta. So if you guys are new to the channel, you guys have autism like me, like games like The Legend of Zelda, Spyro, Luigi's Mansion, Super Mario, Roller Coaster Tycoon Classic, and other games like horror games like Poppy Playtime, feel free to introduce yourselves. You guys are new. Feel free to introduce yourselves. Make sure you hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started with the live stream. Let's go. Let's go. Woohoo! Go to the shrine first, then we'll talk to the king. I may stream till about 4 o'clock, maybe 4:30, but we'll see. Pushing power. Oh, I remember this shrine. I hate this one. There we go. Oh, nice. That's what I'm talking about. Gabriel Fredericks Y96. Thank you so much for joining the stream. Welcome on in. Alright, let's go talk to the king. Oh. It's the kind of stuff they got. Some arrows. Let's see. Might as well sell some of my ore, I guess. Yeah, that'll do for right now. We'll get. Now we can go talk to the king. Hey! Who did it? Who stole my shockers? You're Link. Finally, I can avenge Lady Mytha. It's been 100 years since you last showed your face here. Now I say will cut you down myself. What do you mean? Playing dumb, eh? Nice try, but you cannot fool me, Champion Link. You were unable to protect Lady Muffa from Calamity Ganon. It has been 100 years since we lost her. Poor Lady Muffa. How heartbreaking. Oh, of course. Because you stole my shock area, that's why. In that case, you take the responsibility of appeasing the divine beast Faruta. Humph. Okay, jeez. That guy's got some major issues. Here we go. Ah, you must be the Hylian that Sidon brought here, correct? You did well to come all the way here. I am King Dorephan, ruler of the Zora. Hmm? That object upon your waist, is that not a Sheikah state? Now I have gotten a good look at you. It is all top clear who you are. You are the Hylian champion, Link. Do not tell me you have forgotten me. The Hylian champion? You can't mean the Link. That champion? So that's where I've heard your name before. What a fateful coincidence that we should cross paths. I cannot believe it. The Hylian champion Link has appeared before us. We have met numerous times. I'll have you know. Ah, so many memories. My mind is overflowing with nostalgia, my friend. I heard a terrible rumor that you had fallen in combat, but it appears you managed to survive. Extraordinary. Come again? You say you have lost your memory. Surely you must remember my precious daughter. Mipha, yes. You do you not? I cannot believe it. Have you truly forgotten my dear Mipha as well? You and Mipha were so close. Yet you do not remember her. Then here, please look upon the beauty of Zora's domain. Do you see that statue? Does gazing upon Mipha's immortalized form still not jog your memory? Well, perhaps your memory will return in time. I dearly hope so. Father, I do not believe this discussing my sister is helping matters at the moment. Link seems confused. Oh, yes, of course. But first, it is worth noting how remarkable that it is that Sidon brought a champion here without realizing it. That is quite a feat, my boy. Whoa, that is a good one. Link, I doubt that you have endured a great many trials. Still, I must ask you to hear my plea. Now then, here, I must inform you that Zora's domain is in danger of vanishing because of Divine Beast Varuta. I shall do you the courtesy of speaking bluntly. We alone cannot stop this beast. Will you lend us our strength? What? King Dorephan, my liege, please do not speak so. To ask a Hylian for help, why, the very thought of it curls my fins. Muzu, I expect more of you. I expected more of you. How can you still protest? Muzu, it is rude to speak that way to your king and his guest. About said quest. almost said it. Link is here just because I invited him. With such unprecedented rainfall, we have no choice but to rely on the aid of a trustworthy Hylian. Have we not already discussed this and arrived at the very conclusion? He is the key to saving Zora's domain. Zora's domain. Dora's domain. Where the heck did that come from? Whoops. I have no doubt in my mind. Indeed, Link is the champion through and through. As things now stand, Zora's domain, nay, perhaps all of Hyrule, is doomed to be swallowed by the sea. This is bigger than all of us, my friend. Zora and Hylians alike must put aside our differences and band together. Have you forgotten already, my king? We cannot trust these lowly Hylians. 100 years ago, they abused the power of an ancient civilization and turned Hyrule into what it is today. And that is not the least of it. It is their fault that Lady Mipha was lost to us. Excuse me. Link. Divine Beast Valruta has great power. It has a unique ability to create an endless supply of water. Of late, it has mercilessly spouting water into the air. As a result, this area has been plagued by heavy rains. For us, Zora, water and air are as one, so you would not think this would be quite as a critical problem. Sadly, the rains have filled the eastern reservoir nearly to the point of flooding. If the reservoir bursts, it will, as it soon will, I fear immense danger will befall not only Zora's domain, but also the area downstream from us. Hylian lives are in very grave danger. The divine beast is crying out once again. There's Ruta. The divine beast Valruta. Your princess, Zelda, often studied the divine beasts. That is, in the time before the Great Calamity. According to her research, the orbs located on Ruta's shoulders are mechanisms that can control the water it generates. However, they require electricity to work. These orbs are clearly out of control now because there is no electricity coursing through it to stop them. Sagan, who is quite shock resistant for Zora, hit one with a shock arrow. Sure enough, as it slowed the water a bit. Unfortunately, as an aquatic race, we Zora are terribly vulnerable to the power of electricity. Perhaps because we could not safely strike it with enough electricity at once, the water soon returned to its full force. That is why I went in search of a Hylian who could help us. Link, I am certain you have already figured this out, but we need you to use shock arrows to get those orbs working properly again. I will aid you in any way I can, of course. Please, hero. I beg of you, help me stop Ruta's rampage of destruction. What? Princess herself instructed you to board the divine beast and appease it from within? So then Princess Zelda is still alive? I do not believe it. She was alive this whole time, just as you were. The events 100 years ago cannot be altered. It is true. But if we can regain control of the divine beast, they may yet prove useful in sealing Calamity Ganon once and for all. I did not know they had such great ambitions, Link. Wondrous, naturally. I shall help too. Once it has stopped rampaging, you can easily climb inside it. Come, Link, let us appease Rooted together. I'm in. Let's do this. Thank you, Link. Truly, we are in your debt. Our goal is the same. That means our meeting was nothing short of destiny. Now then, allow me to offer you this gift as a show of faith. So we get a piece of the Zora armor. So as long as you wear this, you can ascend waterfalls just like a Zora. Please take good care of it. King Dorothin, surely you do not intend to give this outsider the Zora armor. Countless generations of Zora princesses have gifted that armor to the one they have sworn to marry. Princess Mipha made that one there with her own hands. It is far too important to entrust to a shady Hylian. He may be a champion, but Mipha has no such relationship with him, so why should he receive such an honor? This is just too much, my liege. I do not understand it one bit. That Muzu is not easily swayed once his mind is set. You must understand, he was in charge of educating my dear daughter, Mipha. Naturally, she means a lot to him, just as she means the world to us. Ever since we lost her to the Calamity, he has granted to despise Hylians. I hope you can forgive his rudeness. What shall we do now? I tasked Muzu with finding the shock arrows he will need to appease Varuta, but now he has rushed off in a huff. Link, do not let his words concern you. I will work this out with Muzu. I shall return shortly. Sidon, I suppose that means you're going to tell him. Yeah. Link, Muzu is most likely at the square down below. Would you mind going down there? I would like you to try to speak with him. You came all the way here, but it was in vain. I have no desire to speak with you. Listen well, Muzu, there is something you need to know. He who stands here, the man called Link, is the one whom my sister Mifa had feelings for. I was only a child then, so I did not know it myself at the time, but it is so. I grew up hearing my father tell stories, some of which were about my sister's undying love for a Hylian named Link. Tyler Hall 5505. Hi, welcome into the stream. Thank you so much for joining. Happy Monday. What? No. You cannot fool me with such a fanciful lie. Not this, Sora. How could Lady Mifa possibly have feelings for a Hylian like him? The facts are clear. He remembers nothing, even when he looks upon Princess Mifa's statue. It is the truth, Muzu, though you never knew it. He was ever in Mifa's heart. So this is where we get one of the memories. Here we go.
I was thinking, this reminds me of the time we first met. You were just a reckless child, always getting yourself hurt at every turn. Every time, I would heal you, just as I'm doing right now. I thought it was funny how, being a Hylian, you looked grown up so much faster than I did. I was always willing to heal your wounds, even back then.
She is so sweet.
So if this Calamity Ganon does in fact return, what can we really do? We just don't seem to know much about what we'll be up against. But know this, that no matter how difficult this battle might get, if anyone ever tries to do you harm, then I will heal you. No matter when or how bad the wound, I hope you know that I will always protect you. Once this whole thing is over, maybe things can go back to how they used to be when we were young. You know, perhaps we could spend some time together.
She's very sweet. I don't know if she had a crush on Link or what. I'm not sure. They're very, very good friends, at least. What's the matter, Link? Are you unwell? You are quivering like a hatchling. Whatever is the matter? What? Do not mistake me for a fool, Highland. There is no way you could remember her just now, when it is most convenient. In any case, without solid proof, I cannot possibly take you at your word. If you have any such proof, now is the time to show it. Do so, and I shall tell you how to get those shock areas. Yes, as well as anything else you wish to know. Stubborn fool, looky for us. We have proof. Then go ahead and show Muzi the Zora armor my father gave you. So yeah, we gotta put the Zora armor on. Muzi, look closely at the clothes Link is wearing. You really think changing your clothes is going to make me... Eh? What in the... That is the Zora armor from before. Lady Mufa made that by hand, and yet it fits you perfectly. What is the meaning of this? Now you understand, do you not? Now you know who her heart belonged to, and who she made that special armor for. The fact that this armor fits Link perfectly should be proof enough that Mufa made it for him and him alone. You have always disliked Hylians, even before the Great Calamity. That is why Mufa never told you. Now that you know, you must promise to help him save us all, Muzu. Please, tell us where we can find the shock areas we need. Knowing you, I bet you have already figured it out. I never would have imagined she would make that special armor for one such as he. I do not approve of asking for help from a Hylian, but I suppose it is our only option at this point. I'm a proud Zora, that means I must take responsibility for my unwarranted behavior towards you. As promised, I shall tell you where you should collect as many shock arrows as you will need. A tall mountain over yonder, it is called Plumless Mountain, and yet you will also find Shatterback Point. Out of my cereal. A terrifying creature has made its home up there. This awful beast shoots up volley after volley of shock arrows. Even a single one could be fatal to a Zora. Aha! You must mean that Lionel. He is a man-beast, that one. That beast does indeed wield shock arrows. That is certainly the one way to collect them quickly. He is vicious, to be sure, but I am certain Link will rise to the challenge. In order to appease the divine beast, I estimate that you will need at least 20 shock arrows. Do you think you can gather that many? Well, what do we have here? It seems you already have some shock arrows. So if you need any more, you can always go to the Plymouth Mountain to restock. Link, I'll be waiting for you at the East Reservoir Lake, right by the Divine Beast. When you're ready, come join me there. Wonderful. Together we shall stop that Divine Beast's onslaught. Alright. Look at that already. Oh, that just to knock a bush over. You missed. And missed again. Dude, seriously? I'm gonna make a little pit stop. Grab some fairies and then we'll come back. Sillyfoot123 V9B, thank you so much for joining the stream. Welcome in. Where am I going? Dude, why the fairies gotta hide up so high? Might as well. Now that I got enough. You ain't quite hiding up, putting them up so high, dude. Hate it when they do that. Fairies want to hide up so high that you can't even catch them. Dude, you gotta let me dodge. There you go. Now it's getting. Got him. Bye-bye, Lionel. And that's it. Defeated a Lionel on the live stream. Ha 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 ha! This rainbow. Alright, let's go find Sidon. Let's do this. Glad to see you're ready to go, Link. Are you ready for this? Do you have your Zora armor and the shock arrows? I'm ready. Wonderful. You never cease to amaze me, Link. Now then, let us go and appease that divine beast that has won. Here we go. Gaze now upon the divine beast's back. You see those glowing pink orbs? You need to shoot each of them with a shock arrow. With your Zora armor, you now have the ability to ascend waterfalls. So I shall take you right up to the side of the divine beast. And from there, you can swim up and take aim. I know you can do it. I believe in you. Now hurry up and get on my back. Good answer. Let's get going. Okay, here we go. I am unstoppable in the water. Ruto is responding to our presence. I'll move away and wait for an opening before we can approach. I'll keep going at full speed. It's up to you to ward off Ruto's attacks. Ready, Divine Beast rob Ruto evidently used its ancient and mysterious powers against us. Tutorial and giant ice blocks that we all need to watch out for. I'm always ready. Yeah, I will get hit by one of them. It's no big deal.
You're getting closer. Go.
You should do it.
Marvelous.
Wow, that was outstanding. Like, look, the water spouting for Ruto has slowed down. Ruto is floating higher now. You wanted to venture inside it, right? Bring him closer. We're counting on you here to do good work in there.
Well, Link, here we are. Looks like this is where the real work starts. Best of luck. Nice job cutting off the water flow from this divine beast. Surely, Annie, no fear. I'll see you back at Zora's domain. Farewell. Finish the job.
Here we go. We are now aboard Divine Beast Varuta.
You're here. I must say that I am so happy to see that this day has finally arrived. Now, Ruta can be freed of Ganon's control. We'll need a map to prevent you from getting lost. The guidance stone there contains the information that you will need. Good. You've obtained the map of the Divine Beast. You will see several glowing points on your map which represent the terminals that control Ruta. Take Ruta back by activating all of the terminals. Be careful.
I already know how to get one of them.
There are 4 terminals remaining. Don't give up.
Lunar never gives up. Never. Oh, we take a selfie, huh? Dude, seriously? Get back up there again, because you made me fall. Okay, how the heck am I supposed to get up there? Don't be getting into my cereal. Dig.
terminals remaining. You can do it.
Dude, are you freaking serious? Of course, be a jerk, game. Be a jerk. I freaking hate it when you do that. So close to getting that chest, and you gotta ruin it. Ridiculous. Seriously, you did it again, dude. Come on. Such a freak. Ooh. Game's trying to be a jerk, so I can't get that chest. That is not the one I wanted. Thank you. Jeez. Oh, all that trouble for an ancient core. Good grief. Yeah, like what that's gonna do. Nothing.
There are 2 terminals remaining. You're nearly there. Just 1 terminal remaining. I have faith in you.
You automatically drown there, so that sucks. Guess we're gonna have to go back up to Are you serious? Come on. Well, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream. I'll have to figure out how to find the last terminal. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you will stay tuned for the next one. And the next stream, we will be taking on the boss. One of the bosses. Alright, guys, and thank you all so much for joining. Gabriel Fredericks, Y9X, Tyler Hall, 5505, Silly Fella 123, V9B. Thank you all so much for joining. God bless you all. Happy gaming, and namaste and peace. Alright, guys, we'll see you tonight. Sometime tonight. Alright, guys. Till next time, take care, happy gaming, and adios.